everyone. This is my Pale Moon deck. These are my babies. I love them more than anything in the world because they have won me second place in a tournament. And that's
what
the
about
best I've
midriff?
ever done. And they have a midriff. Don't ask. Anyway, so for my starters,
What about I thought Beasties
my
were your
starters is
babies.
Silverthorn Assistant Ionella. Whenever her attack, the attack she boosts hits a Vanguard, if you have a Silverthorn Vanguard, look at the top two and put a Silverthorn into the soul. Standard Silverthorn starter. I don't see what else to run that's better than this in my opinion. For triggers, I'm weird. I use 4 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal, and 4 stand.
Can you taste the rainbow?
I can taste the rainbow, can you?
Skills.
The reason I do this is one, because they're all Silverthorns, so you get Silverthorn Counterblast, Silverthorn Locks, although that doesn't really matter. But you can always put something in the soul with your Silverthorn effects. As well as Stand Triggers work pretty well with Luquier Reverse's skill of giving 5,000 power when she calls from the soul. So you get extra attacks, and people don't see Stand Triggers coming, so you can normally get people off guard. For grade 1s, I have Silverthorn Breathing Dragon. It is the 10k swing for Silverthorns, as long as you have a Silverthorn Vanguard. A grade 1 they can attack a grade 2, sometimes grade 3 with the trigger. It's always helpful in this deck. I use 3 Irina. I'm possibly considering turning it to 4, but I am enjoying 3. Whenever she's called to a rearguard or vanguard, I look at the top 2 cards of my deck and put a Silverthorn into the soul. So it's a controlled soul charge. It's very, very controlled. You know exactly what's going into your soul at all times, which is why I love this deck so much. I use 2 Annas, Silverthorn Beast Tamer Anna. Whenever the attack she boost hits a vanguard, you can counterblast 1, superior call a Silverthorn from the soul, but at the end of the turn it goes back into the soul. So, say you only have 2 rows gone, you don't have a third, and it's completely open, but her attack, she boosted hit, you get an extra attack that people don't see coming. A lot of people guard it, but there's guard power out of the way for later. And then, of course, I use 4 Perfect Guards, the awesome little Silverthorn one. And finally, I use 2 Purple Trapezist. The reason I use Purple Trapezist is if I have too many triggers in hand, or I have too many grade 1s, or too many grade 2s, she can swap one of them out in my soul for something else, because when she's called to a rearguard, I put 1 Pale Moon from my rearguard into the soul, and then call something from my soul to the rearguard. For the Break Ride, I can put her into the soul as one of the 2, call her back out, and soul swap again, so you get another full swing and an extra swing. So she's pretty good as combos as well. For grade 2s, I have Silverthorn Rising Dragon. This is the 12k swing for Silverthorns with the Silverthorn Vanguard. Again, not much explaining. This is pretty standard in most decks now. I have 4 Silverthorn Marionette Lillian. 10k Vanilla for the deck. Again, Silverthorns, which you need for the deck, as well as 10k Vanguard. Why not? I use 2 Silverthorn Beast Tamer Marcia. Whenever her attack hits a Vanguard, you can counterblast 1. And you can call Silverthorn from your soul until the end of turn, and it goes back into soul, just like Anna. So if you have these 2 together, you get a full extra swing that people don't normally see coming, and it helps a lot late game, as well as early game if they don't guard it. I also use 1 Dancing Princess of the Night Sky. The reason I use 1 is because this deck does look at top 2 card, put top 2, put 1 to soul, put 1 on bottom. So you eventually know, hey, I had a lot of triggers on the bottom, I need to shuffle. You can call this, counterblast 1, put a grade 2 or lower into the soul. So if you're not getting a whole lot of boosters in your soul or attackers into your soul, you can force one of them in there, as well as shuffle your deck, which can be helpful a lot of the time. For grade 3s, I have 4 Miracle Pop Ava. She is the Break Ride for Pale Moons as of now. When you Break Ride, you get 10,000 power per all Break Rides, and then you get the skill of when your Vanguard attacks, take 2 Pale Moons from your rearguard circles, put them into the Vanguard, and then call 2 more out. So as I said with Purple Trapezist, you can attack with both your sets of rearguards. Then when your Vanguard attacks, you put this row in with Purple Trapezist. When you call them back out, call Purple Trapezist out, you get to soul swap this unit as well, so you get an extra 2 attacks after your Vanguard. It can come to helpful, and it can also throw people off. They're not expecting to have to guard from 5 attacks, normally just 3. Personally, I would like to have Silverthorn Beast Tamer Luquier, the regular one, but however, with her being at $50, I don't think I'm going to end up buying that anytime soon. I'm a poor college student, and the Break Ride has actually proven to be very helpful for me. Finally, I have 4 of Silverthorn, the Silverthorn Dragon Tamer Luquier Reverse. She's Cross Ride, but I don't use Luquier, so I don't have her Cross Ride. Her effect, you can counterblast 1 and lock 1. You then get to call a Silverthorn from your soul to rearguard, and they get 5,000 power. As I said, with stand triggers, you can call out a Rising Dragon per se, which is a 17 swing by himself, and if you get the stand trigger, he can turn into a 22 swing, which can really help a lot. As well as it's luquier. I love luquier. Anyway, this is my Silver Thorn deck. See y'all later.
Amen.